What weight does the bond of family carry when love and respect are absent? This question hovers over every family, especially those where the bond of love is replaced by manipulation and self-interest. Take, for example, a family where a narcissistic mother raises 3 daughters, each one pitted against the other in a twisted game of favoritism. The dynamic within this family pushes us to question the true essence of family bonds. Let's delve into their story to understand the power of resilience and self-growth. Scene script: childhood, a time of innocence and exploration. Yet for these 3 girls, it was a battlefield. Their mother, a woman of charm and charisma, painted a perfect picture to the outside world. But behind closed doors, her narcissistic tendencies took center stage. She was the puppet master, and her daughters, the marionettes. Each child was manipulated into a role that best served their mother's needs and desires, turning sisterhood into a competition. The eldest daughter, born with a rebellious spirit, was cast as the black sheep. She was the one who dared to question, dared to challenge the carefully constructed reality their mother had created. Yet, her bravery came at a cost. She was often ostracized, belittled, and blamed for the family's discord. The constant push and pull, the tug of war between wanting to be loved and needing to be true to herself, defined her early years. The mother, fueled by her own narcissistic needs, exploited this dynamic. She pitted the daughters against each other, fostering jealousy and animosity. She played favorites, lavishing attention and praise on one child, while coldly ignoring the others. This cycle of love and neglect was her weapon of choice, a tool for maintaining control and keeping her daughters off balance. Yet the oldest daughter's spirit remained unbroken. Despite the turmoil, she held on to her sense of self. She refused to be a pawn in her mother's game. Her rebellion, though often met with scorn, was her lifeline, her beacon of hope amidst the chaos. Through the years, the family dynamics were a complex dance of power and manipulation. The mother's narcissistic behavior created a vortex, pulling everyone into her sphere of influence. But the oldest daughter, the rebel, the black sheep, refused to be swallowed by the storm. As they grew older, the dynamics within the family continued to shift. Through the turbulence of their teenage years, the girls' paths began to diverge. As they navigated the choppy waters of adolescence, the 2 younger daughters, like ships tethered to an anchor, remained firmly within the influence of their mother's manipulative currents. Her carefully constructed narratives, woven with threads of deceit and self-interest, pulled them in, shaping their perceptions and fueling their disregard for their eldest sister. The oldest daughter, however, began to break away. She wasn't just a rebel, she was a pioneer, trekking out into uncharted territories of self-discovery and personal growth. She was forging a path that was uniquely hers, one that strayed from the toxic cycle her mother had designed. But this journey was not without its difficulties. Imagine being the black sheep in a family where the wool was dyed in deception. Picture facing the challenge of establishing your own identity while being shunned by those who should have been your closest allies. The oldest daughter found herself in the eye of a storm, a tempest brewed from her mother's manipulation and her sister's disregard. Yet it was in this storm that she found her true mettle. Each gust of dismissal from her sisters, each wave of manipulation from her mother only hardened her resolve. She faced these trials not as obstacles, but as stepping stones, each one propelling her further along her path to success. She embraced education as her beacon, her career as her sail, steering her towards a future she could call her own. With every challenge she overcame, she grew stronger, more determined. Her heart, though scarred from the battles she had fought, continued to beat with the rhythm of resilience. She was not just surviving, she was thriving, building a life rooted in love, respect, and the blessings she held dear. Through the turbulence of these middle years, the girls' paths had indeed diverged. But among these trials, the oldest daughter found strength and determination. She was no longer just a rebel or the black sheep. She was a beacon of resilience, a testament to the power of breaking away and charting one's own path. From adversity, a phoenix rises. And so our story continues with the oldest daughter. She was the rebel, the black sheep, but she never let that define her. Instead, she used it as fuel to propel herself forward, to rise above the circumstances of her birth. Our tale of triumph begins with her education. She was a diligent student, always striving for excellence. She understood the value of knowledge, the power it held to change her life, and she grasped it with both hands. From high school honors to a university degree, she never stopped learning, never stopped growing. Her thirst for knowledge was not just a path to personal growth, but also a beacon of hope, a testament to her resilience. The next chapter of her journey takes us to her career. She didn't just want a job, she wanted to make a difference, to contribute to society. She chose a career that allowed her to use her intellect, her passion, and her determination. She rose through the ranks, gaining respect and admiration from her colleagues. She was no longer just the black sheep. She was a leader, a role model, a success story. But her triumph wasn't just about academic accolades or professional achievements. It was also about the life she built for herself. She found a partner who respected and cherished her. Together, they created a family, a haven of love and respect. It was everything she had never had growing up, everything she had dreamed of. She had become the mother she never had, the mother she always wished for. Throughout her journey, her faith in God was her guiding light. She found strength in her spirituality, solace in her prayers. She believed in the blessings God provided, even in the face of adversity. Her faith was not just a source of comfort, but also a source of resilience, a testament to her indomitable spirit. Despite her mother's absence, she built a life filled with love, respect, and success. Against all odds, she triumphed. She became the phoenix that rose from the ashes, a symbol of resilience, of hope, and of triumph. The scars of the past can either hold us back or propel us forward. As we journey through life, we have the power to choose how we react to the trials we face. The importance of resilience cannot be overstated. It is the fuel that drives us, the strength that uplifts us, and the determination that sets us on a path of self-growth. Resilience is the ability to rise again, stronger and more determined, regardless of the adversities we encounter. It's about breaking away from toxic family dynamics and choosing a different path, one that leads to personal growth and fulfillment. Consider the journey of our oldest daughter. Despite the manipulations, the emotional roller coaster, and the lack of familial love, she emerged from the shadows of narcissistic abuse, stronger and more resilient. She took the pain, the hurt, and the negativity and transformed them into lessons of strength and endurance. Her resilience didn't just help her survive, it helped her thrive. She found success in education, built a beautiful family, and grew in her career. She learned to value the blessings in her life, to appreciate the love that was absent in her early years. She chose to break the chains of her past and create a future filled with love, respect, and understanding. She stands as a beacon to all who face similar struggles, a testament to the power of resilience and self-love. The past may shape us, but it doesn't have to define us. We have the power to write our own story, and it begins with resilience.